Hey everyone, it's Matt from Greatness Every Day, and in this video I want to share with you my top 10 pieces of equipment for working from home. And this is actually video number 2 in our working from home video series. So when this video is done, if you want to go check the other ones out, I'd really appreciate that. And I also believe that this video is for people like me who find themselves working from home temporarily for the unseen future, or someone who works from home all the time, for entrepreneurs or digital nomads who set up spaces as they travel the world, or maybe just for someone who wants to set up a good workspace in their actual house to do whatever they want to. This is a video for you, and I'm also going to leave links down in the video description because I'll talk about my favorite pieces that I use daily, or if not a couple times a week. And I haven't gone out and purchased anything for this video. I want to be transparent about that. These are all things that I use regularly. So I'm excited to share those with you, but you want any more information, they're going to be linked down in the video description below. So working from home, top 10 pieces of equipment. I really believe the very first thing that you need is a good workspace. And a good workspace for me starts with a desk. And this is the desk that I went out and purchased a couple years ago from IKEA. It's called the IKEA Skarsta desk. I probably butchered that pronunciation, but whatever. It is a sit-stand desk. So right now, obviously you see it, it is up all the way. I'm 6'5", so a lot of standing desks don't work for me, but this has done a pretty good job. I've made a few modifications to it in terms of making sure that my neck isn't too hunched over, being 6'5", and the desk that I use isn't really built for me. I've changed that just a little bit by stacking some computer paper there to change things for me, and that's done the trick so far. I usually do raise the desk up and down at least once or twice every single day, especially now that I'm working from home, and I really like the variability that that provides me, because if I'm doing things like earlier today, I had a Zoom call with one of my classes and I was able to go through and have the desk up, and I like that because it gives me more energy, it gives me more flexibility to move around and do a few other things that are going to help add to the quality of my actual call. So that's something that I recommend, as well as doing things like marking or creating something else. I definitely like just the option of having a stand-up desk that I can use all the way up, or if I want to lower it down and use it as a normal desk would be with just sitting in a chair. And so that's the first thing. Then number 2 is really kind of the workhorse here, is a computer. Most of you that are working from home are going to be needing to use a computer. It's 2020, so that makes sense. For me, I have definitely, since I got into the world of business, gone in and migrated everything over to Mac and Apple products. And the reason being is because they communicate extremely well with each other, and that works for me. So rather than typing something out like an Instagram post or a post for our website, which we're going ahead and making a lot of changes to lately, and I'm excited to announce those changes to you and show you those changes. But rather than go through and type that stuff all out on something like my phone, I'm able to type it out on my computer. It automatically syncs to my phone or to my iPad, and that is something that saves me a lot of time and a lot of energy doing. So that's something that I would recommend. This is something that I've had for a couple years. I am looking at upgrading it, but I'll definitely be staying in the Apple family unless something big and major changes. So that is number 2. Number 3 that I like to use quite a bit are basically headphones, right? It can be really important whether you are around other people, whether you need to kind of just focus and get in the zone a little bit, or maybe the background noise is a little bit too much for you. Headphones, and for me, I did last year purchase the Apple headphones, right? Obviously the AirPods, and they're something that I like quite a bit because I can just pop them in. They don't take up a lot of space, and the reason I actually bought them wasn't for working from home, but it was for traveling. And you just pop these into your pocket and life's good, right? You can put them in, they're great. They're not great at sound canceling, at least these versions, but they do the trick for what I need them for. And at the same time, another bonus, whether you're working at home or you are traveling, is you can pop them into the case and they do charge, and you can see it pretty easily if you need to charge them up or not. So that is headphones, number 3. Number 4 is a tripod, and for me, this is something that I purchased and actually surprised me how much I actually use it for. I initially purchased it for my camera. I never use it for my camera anymore. I use it solely for my phone. And this is great for me when I'm working here at my computer to go ahead and set the tripod up so I can be working at my computer and just look at my phone if a notification goes off, or if I need two screens, I'm able to set that up pretty easily. And it's something that I don't have to keep picking up and putting it down all the time. It just saves me a lot of time. So it's something that I'd recommend if you haven't thought of to look into it and give it a try. Number 5 are my blue light blocking glasses. These are something that I know there's a lot of evidence out there that does say that they work or says that they don't work. I went out and purchased just the basic cheap kind that I could just to do the trick. And my experience is they do relieve the eye strain that I might have when I'm working on a computer late at night, or they might relieve a little bit of the headaches that I get if I spend too much time on my computer and I'm not able to just walk away from my computer and take a break entirely. That really is the best option. If I absolutely have to, or if I'm working late at night on my computer, I will go ahead and use these. They're very little tint with them, so you can get anything that is much more tinted and supposedly has more of an effect, but that's something that I fooled around with a little bit, tried to experiment, and I've seen a little bit of results. Nothing major, but something that I do use and something that you might want to consider as well. And the next thing though, that was a small upgrade. The next thing is actually quite a significant upgrade. If you want to work from home and you do a lot of video calls or audio calls and stuff like that, what I would highly recommend, the best thing that you can do is upgrading your audio. And for me, whether I'm recording a video for our YouTube channel that I need like a close contact microphone for, or whether I'm just using a Zoom call or something else, it's impossible to do it without a good mic. Whether it's this mic here or another type of USB mic, I would highly recommend you go ahead and upgrade the microphone that you currently have if you're taking your work from home office seriously. And this is one that I have. It's the Samsung Technologies G-Track Pro, and it's a great microphone. I use it for my podcasts and as well as for some of my videos, and then obviously the working from home stuff with Zoom. And it just raises the game if you look at your audio quality to so many other people that might be on your Zoom chat or whatever. So audio is definitely one of the first upgrades that I would recommend making if you're going to take things seriously. So that is that. Number 7 is this right here. A rubber mat. So for me, because I have a stand-up desk, I spend a lot of time on my feet. It is really important for me to be comfortable, to save my knees and such, so I'm able to use a rubber mat. Stand on it, it does the trick. It keeps my knees and my legs just kind of feeling refreshed throughout the whole day. So that's something that I'd recommend. They're pretty inexpensive to actually get some for yourself. Number 8 is also something I've got to grab here. It is a whiteboard, and this is something I used earlier today for one of my Zoom calls. This is as well something that I use often for planning things out, creating things out, visually seeing things as well. It's something that I'd recommend you get if you need to. Most people won't need to obviously use a whiteboard for their work at home office, but depending on your role and depending on what you have to do for your job, it can really save you a lot of time and give you some better ideas. So that is that. Now, the last few things, a journal. Number 9 is a journal of some sort. I've noticed that I really like the white and black theme for some reason. Never quite knew that until now, but a journal is something that I always have close by so that I need to write something down. I keep some important things in this one that relate to my business or just life in general. So that is number 9, a journal. And number 10 is down there, it's my power bar. You can never have too many outlets close by if you're working from home, if you're doing things like tech. Behind me I've got a camera and obviously lights and a couple other things like the lights you see back there plugged into it as well. So I would definitely recommend having a power bar close by. And I know those are 10 things. I've got a few bonus things here that I always use as well. Obviously a good water bottle I have Post-it notes, pen, and my iPad close by as well. So those are the 10 pieces of equipment that I really think that you should consider. These are things that I use on at least a couple times a week, if not every single day as I'm working from home, for my job right now, or also for my business, or for anything else that I'm trying to do. I use these things frequently, and I think that you can benefit from them. So if this video helped, please be sure to click the thumbs up button, drop a comment below as well. Remember those links to everything that I talked about in the video, you can find those in the video description, and subscribe for more videos. You can also visit us on our Instagram page, our website, which we're making a lot of changes to, and I'm excited to reveal those to you. And hopefully the whole point of that is to provide more value to people that visit it. Go check that out, as well as watch the rest of these videos. Appreciate you being here. Remember, choose greatness every day, and I'll see you next time.